Well, here we are diving headfirst into a new year. Raylene, welcome to 2024. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
What did you do?
A new year with the same wacky music.
Porn music?
Yeah.
Listen, I heard.
I thought you could find something better, but good Lord.
I heard that New Year's Eve that you were just absolutely tearing the city to shreds.
I wish.
I heard all about
I
it.
wish.
That you were something about you sticking your head out of the sunroof of a SUV or a limo or something, tearing down Main Street. Is any of this true?
No, unfortunately, I spent my New Year's, much like I spent Christmas, sick. And I think it's because I never recovered at Christmas time. I was, just overtired, and it got me. And
But there's all right. There's pictures. I've seen pictures
well,
of you.
I would love to see them because I know where I was, right in my bed, where I belonged, on antibiotics, not able to move, holding my head.
God.
Sinus infection, ear infection in both ears.
Yeah.
I haven't had an ear infection since I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, who gets those as adults?
I can't
Apparently
think of when
I
I've
do.
had one.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it definitely was not fun.
Double?
One in each ear. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So,
Jeez.
and horrible sinus infection.
I'm glad you're all right. The last time
Getting better.
The last time we were on the air, I could tell you were getting worse by like the minute.
Yeah, and I said,
Yeah.
I'm done,
You
and
said-
I had to be done.
I know.
We were going over, and I looked at you, and I said, I'm done,
outta
and
here.
I just had to go.
You said other
couldn't do
things
it.
like you ass hat and stuff like that, and you
Yeah,
threw the highlighter at me. But other than that, I'm glad you're okay and you're feeling better.
yeah, definitely feeling better.
I mean, you look fine. Look at this sweatshirt that you're wearing.
I know.
Look at
Val
this.
made this over at Yipes.
Oh, my God.
This is my It's No Secret sweatshirt
So
in
nice.
memory of Tyler Matthews.
Wow.
Very blessed by
Yeah.
Val and the team over there. I mean, she does amazing work anyways, and she the first of many
Yeah.
things. I have a hat too. I have a winter hat with a leather patch.
Wow.
There are a couple of ball caps out there. And of course, Tyler's mom and grandma have one of these sweatshirts as
Do they?
well.
I got to tell you, your podcast, It's No Secret, right here on Fly on the Wall Productions, you're going to have a great year. And you're starting out with a huge bang today.
Yes.
Do tell.
Well, today, Dr. Rick Barnett is going to join me, and we are going to talk about all kinds of things. As we know, Rick is often fighting at legislature,
Yeah.
tooth and nail, to be able to prescribe and to be able to administer microdosing with mushrooms and all things psychedelics. He knows.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there's much he doesn't know. But who better to prescribe and understand what he's prescribing than him or a doctor like him?
Yeah. Right.
And I love my primary care provider, but that's what he is. He's a primary care provider.
Right.
I see an endocrinologist.
Yep.
I have a rheumatologist. I
Yep.
have a neurologist. I have those specialists for a reason.
That's right.
And all of them are able to prescribe, and Rick should be able to as well. And I think that it's a huge disservice to everyone that he and doctors like him cannot.
Vermont Psychedelic Society or Federation or something, or association that he has created
Yes.
with a long group of,
Yes.
of other doctors. And I mean, this is big time.
And this, amongst other things, I mean, he is a counselor of addiction. And
Sure.
addiction, when I say that, it's across the board. It's
Yeah.
drugs, it's alcohol, it's gambling and sex and food and literal addiction of
right.
any kind that you can possibly think of. And he definitely is one of the best in his field. Unfortunately, he's not accepting new patients
Sure.
right now.
Right.
I would imagine he fills up quickly as soon as he has a slot open.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
sure the
he's-
waiting list is very long.
He's the king.
Yeah, for
That's-
sure.
That's why.
And he's starting to get into ketamine treatment, facilitation of that, which
that's
I
good.
really want to talk about with him today, because right now that's a real hot topic.
Sure.
And so, especially now that someone who, an actor is presumed to have died
Yeah.
because of his ketamine treatment.
That's right.
But that tells me that maybe he was being treated by someone other than a doctor like Rick.
Right.
And maybe from a primary that didn't know what they were doing.
Exactly.
Because the vetting involved before you can receive such treatment is
Massive.
massive.
Yeah.
It's quite the process.
I think it's
So,
going to be a great show.
very much looking forward to having him, and very excited to have him be the first guest of 2024.
High noon
High noon.
today.
Yes. And once we are in the studio, we will get on track more with making sure that every Tuesday
Yeah.
it's no secret. It's just tough.
Yeah, it is
here
tough.
from this home sometimes
Sure.
to get that all worked out. So soon
Yeah, I mean, chickadee farts in Alaska, and the dogs
the
can
dogs
hear
are
it,
barking,
and they're like on an attack.
yeah, and it's just a lot for them, the in and out,
Sure.
and lots of people, and
Yeah.
so they're going to go to their dad's this afternoon.
All right. I want to say day number 2 of the new year, 2024. How's the New Year's resolution going? You quit smoking yesterday. It was day 1. Are you doing
I did
okay?
not.
No, I'm just saying to anyone out there that's maybe they're starting to eat better, and I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's really tough.
I don't do that whole resolution
Neither
thing.
do I.
It's nothing. It's just like plans. You make plans. You say, "Oh, I'm going to the beach today."
know.
Tomorrow, you say, "Today, I'm going to the beach tomorrow," and it freaking rains, and then you
I
have to
know.
be disappointed all day. Why? I don't want to be disappointed in myself because I fail one more time.
Yeah.
If I do it, I do it.
Man, we got a lot of people tuned in this morning. Bill, Glenn, Alice, Kristen, Glenn, of course, Chris, Stacy, the list goes on and on. Good
Yeah.
morning, everyone. Happy
Good
New Year.
morning.
Welcome to our first aired out of 2024 from Fly on the Wall Productions on Facebook and YouTube. We're streamed everywhere you get your podcasts. We're on the web at airedoutVT.com.
Do you know what it is? This first day.
What is
of-
this?
Today is National Cream Puff Day.
Oh.
And National Buffet Day.
Oh, my
I mean,
God.
it's a day built special for you. Come on. Ming Moon, you might want to prepare yourself right now.
Oh,
I'm just telling you. He'll be down in a little bit, and
I might.
I know
That's not a
this.
joke.
I know this of you and your 4, 5, 6 plate trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cream Puff Day and National Buffet Day. So you can go to Delicate Decadence, get a cream puff,
Yeah.
and then head on down to the buffet,
Yeah. Right.
and then hit Delicate Decadence back up on the way home.
I just have to say, and no disrespect here, but man, I'm just going to be really transparent. All right, not a fan of the cream puffs over at. I shouldn't say the Chinese buffet. If you want a real cream puff, go to Delicate.
Right, you
Decadence.
have to go to the real.
Get a real cream.
bakery.
If you're going to do it, do
Right.
it. You know,
Right.
whatever. Crystal Gallagher is on the birthday list today at 31. Danielle Kelly, 37, 31 for, I said Crystal Gallagher, 79 for James King Sr. Scott Campbell's on the birthday list today. Travis Henry, Sarah Wilson. I think I got them all. Did I get them all? No, I didn't. Penny Copeland and Robert Gumer. Rob is 48 today, so happy birthday.
Well, happy
everybody.
birthday.
Roger Hill is saying, well, right now we're at, I'm showing right here, 16 degrees and sunny in Barrie, which is rather frosty. We haven't felt temps like this in a little while. But we're going to rebound nicely, 36 degrees.
And sunshine. I don't care if it stays 16 all day if the sun is shining.
I agree.
Yeah, how long has it been since we've seen the sun?
I agree. I was thinking that yesterday. I was like, oh, the sun's out in the morning, and then it got cloudy in the afternoon again. I'm like, really? Yeah, I'm with you, man. It's like sunshine, the vitamin D, we need it. 36 degrees, bikini weather right there.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight, partly cloudy and 23, and then Wednesday, tomorrow, cloudy and 37. At least it's going to be mild. I've been glancing here, Raylene, not seeing any big snowstorms.
They're talking that maybe we could get a little bit or a
like an inch
shovelable. That's what or plowable
Okay.
snow over the weekend. They're not sure it's going to come this far northeast.
Yeah.
But it may, and so they're watching it. It's possible.
Wow.
Yeah. As long as it's not raining, I don't
Oh,
give a
please.
shit. I'm so
Amen.
sick of the rain.
Yeah.
And these
Same
poor
way.
road crew, I mean, you want to talk about a thankless job right there. I mean, my God.
How many people have seen the post that you dropped about giving kudos and love to
Almost
the road crews?
13,000. And it's been shared like this 58, 59 times, which is good. I hope that people share it all day, every day, because some of the stuff I see, I mean, just beating up the road crew, terrible. Listen, they have no control over this rain. Believe me, if they could turn off the spigot, they would.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how tired they are?
Yeah.
And I know I'm going to get horrible shit for saying this. I am, but I'm going to say it anyways because that's just the way I am.
Yeah.
But
Right.
the people that comment, so you have people commenting, I'm going to miss work because of this. Is the town going to pay for my missed days?
Yeah.
You look at their profile. They live in Williamstown.
Yeah.
Where are they from? Massachusetts.
Yeah, sure.
Why did you move here and move on a dirt road, love? Why?
My God. I know.
And we're not even at mud season yet. So no, the town's not going to pay you for the 3 weeks of mud season. Just like they're not going to pay you now. The town is not responsible for the rain. In the idiots that continue to drive on the road constant, even though they know it's a mess. If you know it's a mess, use it less. Even if it's a shortcut, don't use it. It just it blows my mind. The comments.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of keyboard
and even
pirates
people
out
that
there.
have been Vermonters their whole lives.
Sure.
I mean, come on, this isn't new stuff. It's new stuff because it doesn't normally happen in the winter.
Sure.
But if you don't like it,
Yeah.
sell your house and move on pavement,
Back to Massachusetts.
or stay in Vermont but move to pavement. Just
Right.
And one of the comments was, well, we spend all that money in taxes. Maybe they could put hard pack or pavement down. Do you even know what it would take to do that?
Yeah.
On the back roads? You think your taxes are high now?
Right. I got to say, beautiful, beautiful picture this morning. Live shot from Point Bay Marina, which is just, I mean, I don't know. I've got fond memories of Point Bay Marina.
Yes,
right
back
there.
when you had your sailboat.
Yeah, that's where it was. It was like I literally had it moored, like right there, right behind the word otherwise. Yeah, it was just it's just a beautiful picture. God, I love that. I love it. I love starting the day with seeing stuff like that, Raylene. Thank you for posting that.
Absolutely.
I also love starting the day
Well, we
with.
should thank Roger Hill. 'Cause
Well, Roger, so of
it's
course.
his post.
With I also love starting the day with Connor from Northfield, little Connor, with his morning motivational.
Little Connor with a huge message.
Yeah, zero tolerance.
Yeah, and he's doing great things. Going to go great places.
I just love.
Super excited for him.
I just love this. Kid.
Super excited to stand behind him.
Yeah.
And I mean, love his message.
Yeah, he's just such a sweet kid, and it was so enjoyable to
I know.
meet
I
him.
was so sad that I couldn't go, and I saw all the videos and all the fun you guys had, and it just made me so sad.
Well, let's hear him today. Let's
It's
hear him
okay
today.
to look back and see how far you've come, but you have to keep moving forward. Also, happy 2024! Bye, have a good day. Make sure you give everybody lots of hugs and loves.
Isn't he a sweet kid? My God, I just adore him. It was so much fun to meet him and his dad, and we played a little air basketball together, which didn't go very well for me. But we just had some fun, and I'm just looking forward to a great partnership with him.
So, you, at the beginning of the show, you told everybody the lies about me on New Year's. Why don't you show them the actual video of New Year's, of you on New Year's?
Let me find it. Just give me a second here. Let me let me find it.
I really think that you ought to be straight up honest and just tell everybody that you were up in the Northeast Kingdom.
I wasn't hanging out of a limo,
where
half
there's
hammered
snow.
like you.
You're up there. No, you were half hammered, all right. But you were up in the Northeast Kingdom where there's all kinds of snow, and you decided you were going to raise little hell in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it here. Just give me a second.
Well, I could send
me
it
all-
to you again, probably.
Can you?
Because it's been swimming around. I got the video at like 1:30 in the morning. Somebody said, "Oh my God, do you know what JD's up to?" And I'm just telling you, if you're gonna be telling these fibs about me, you should at least
All right,
be honest and show your video.
here it is. I'm not sure why it's.
Well, I just sent it to you
That's
again.
yeah.
Is
All
this
right, here
not,
it is.
It's not working for you.
Yeah, I got it. No, here it is. Right
You're
here.
procrastinating.
Well, should we really be showing this?
Well, yeah. I think you should.
I don't know. It's not appropriate, Raylene. If there's any kids watching right now, please, shut this off. This is not.
Nobody lets their kids watch us, love.
See it. Let me see if I can play it full screen here so that. All right, here we go. There it is.
All right. Here it is.
Yeah. I was just out.
What is that? What is it?
See, that's the. Here it is again.
It's dark through here.
If you missed it. Here we go.
Oh my God! What is that?
Yeah, what is that? That's what I was thinking.
What is it?
That's what happens to JD when he's drinking. But I heard you had a great time.
Yeah,
So
and
that's what
I had a
matters.
great time.
Just because I was stuck home in bed didn't mean that you should
I made,
do the same.
I
you
made
know?
some amazing naked snow angels. I mean, just some of the best I've ever done. Really, they came out wonderful.
Well, that's great.
Should be art.
Good Lord. tonight, there's no Tuesday meal at the American Legion. We should let people know tonight
Okay.
there is no Tuesday meal, but there is bingo.
All right.
So the bingo starts at 6 o'clock, just like normal at the
Okay.
American Legion, right here in
All right.
Barrie.
All right.
So don't fret about it when you didn't see that there was a meal. Don't fret that there's also not bingo because they're serious about their bingo and
Yeah.
they would not dare
Yeah.
not have that.
Right.
And then, but if you're really thinking that you don't want to cook this week and you're looking for options,
Yeah.
we have the Wednesday meal
Yeah.
at Delicatecadence,
What
which
is it?
this week is chicken and biscuits. The best
Don't say that.
winter dinner there is, as far as I'm concerned. Chicken and biscuits, 479-7948. Order yours up.
You know what the best thing after chicken and biscuits is? Nice fluffy blanket on the couch, recline back, pass a little bit of gas, and then take a nap.
Well,
Or just go to bed.
or just go to bed.
I mean,
one or the other.
God.
Your belly's full of all that warm goodness.
Oh, it's awesome.
You're not kidding.
A little bit of warm chocolate milk.
Yeah. And then tonight, Taco Tuesday at the
Oh,
pub.
my God. Is
All
it?
day, all day.
Is it
so
going
it
on
starts,
today?
yeah, all day. It starts at like 11 o'clock in the morning and it goes until they stop serving food at night. All day.
Is there a taco
$2
limit?
$2 tacos, $2 quesadillas. They have taco pizza. They have taco this, taco that. It's crazy. And then so $2 for any of that taco stuff, and then $2 twisted teas in a can. $2 twisted tea cans.
Freaking awesome.
I know. And $7 for a house margarita.
So for $10, I can
Yeah.
I can put down 5 tacos.
You can. And then you can play some trivia.
$20, I can put down 10 tacos
You can.
or 20 tacos.
You can. If you want. I mean, you can.
Is there a 30 taco limit?
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
Call Lindsay and ask her.
Oh, my God.
They'd probably serve you until you keeled over.
Oh.
They'd let you eat all the tacos you wanted. 6:30 is trivia.
Okay.
You can go by yourself. You can bring a team. Do whatever you want.
I suck at trivia.
Me too.
This is me at trivia. Oh my God! I know it. I know it. Give me a second. Hang on. I know it.
Taco Tuesday is at the pub in Williamstown.
Yes, and it starts what time?
Well, it starts at 11 o'clock this morning, and it literally goes until they stop serving food in the evening.
God.
And they have trivia. $2 twisted teas, $7 house margaritas to go with those tacos.
Do they have a porta potty out back? Do you know? I'm just wondering. I'm gonna have problems. I'm saying I'm
All right, that's enough out of you.
What else? What else is going on?
Well,
Has the calendar, the community calendar, has it kind of calmed down a little tiny bit?
yeah, I mean, it has this weekend. There's the 8th annual Vintage Snow Machine show
saw that.
in Washington.
Yeah.
And that is whether there's snow or not. These guys will be there, and it's amazing. If you've never been, you really should go. They're just super cool to see. There's some events, there's food vendors. It's free admission, but that is right there on Lowry Road in Washington, 2526 Lowry Road.
Yep.
And it's just a great event for the
They've
family.
been doing that for a long time.
This is the 8th annual.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
And
it's pretty cool.
There's some old stuff that's like loud and
Yes.
fast as hell.
Yes, very fast. And they do, well, normally they would, do, and who knows? I mean, I had family that used to ride their snow machines on the farm in the grass. Just to raise hell. You never know what those boys and girls will be up to.
Absolutely
So,
true.
get out there and enjoy yourself. It's supposed to be a sunny day, a beautiful day, and hopefully we'll get some snow.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I just looked up and I saw that Rebecca Grenier posted albino snow sprinting.
Yes, that's what it was. That's what that was. All right.
So funny. What a beautiful, beautiful graphic that you did for Preston's Kia.
I love that.
It looks sharp. It's
Well, thank
buttoned
you.
up. It just is so clean and nice. We love those people over there. And we write and we say, it seems like you can't go too far without finding a car dealer that is telling you about all the gimmicks and promotions that it's currently doing to get you to walk through the doors. So true. Over at Preston's, big family over there. Young staff. They know what they're doing. You walk in there. If they got what you're looking for, that's great. If they don't, they're going to tell you, and there's no insane pressure to buy. It's not like the other cheesy car dealerships that are all over the planet. It's just a bunch of good people, and they're going to take very good care of you. And if you get a Kia from them, they're going to give you a lifetime oil change
An inspection.
and a state inspection. State inspections will run you $100.
So a oil change.
Close to it.
Or a little more,
right.
especially for full synthetic.
Right. Absolutely. So you're going to get it free for the lifetime of the vehicle. So just good people over there.
Yes, we love them.
Stop over and say hi. Tell them we sent you. I mean, just sit down, have a cup of coffee, choose some fat with Jason or anyone else over there, and just go see what they have. Browse the lot. All right? Just,
Yeah, check them out. And then speaking of the Preston's family, one of their family members who we love dearly, our Sean McCarthy, the one and only Chef Sean, has started the Sasquatch. You know how what does he call it? Squatchy or Swatchy? What does he call it?
Don't know.
But he's started a breakfast bus in Williamstown. And his opening day was this weekend. And the truck wasn't finished. And so he refuses to put the truck out there until it's all painted up with the whatever that thing is, the ape-looking dude thing.
Sasquatch.
And Bigfoot, whatever, until it's all painted up, ready to go. So this weekend they just did a soft opening with the tent and the kids and his lady Michelle, and they do breakfast sandwiches right there in Williamstown in the morning.
We are going to go down there and have breakfast somewhere.
We should. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to really get up and get going.
It's
so
not
I know
should,
that
Raylene.
that's tough for you.
It's going to.
But I think we can make it. So we need to go and check it out. But they had a great first day, I heard.
Wow.
So I'm super excited for them and for him. I mean, this is something we know that he's the king of hot dog cooking.
Oh,
right.
He should have his own cookbook.
Every way possible you could imagine.
Casseroles. I mean, the list goes on and on. If there's a hot dog cookbook, Sean McCarthy has probably written it.
So it's called the Snackin' Squatchy.
Oh my God.
Okay. Breakfast sandwiches until 10 a.m. And it's in Williamstown, right next to the post office, where Tasty Bites used to park. And so,
we're going there.
We gotta check it out. And
Damn.
see
That's
what he's
awesome.
up to down there. But here you go. So I'm gonna send you his thing right now. I'm gonna send it to you so that you can see what this looks like. It's pretty cool.
I just love the fact that people are starting, new businesses and
8 to 10 a.m.
I just think it's
cash
so great.
only, fluffy scrambled egg and cheese breakfast sandwiches.
And
who knows what else they'll come up with.
And
But I just sent you his creation, and they're waiting for the truck. It's almost ready to roll, and they'll be sharing it with you all.
Okay.
And we're super excited for him.
I'll show it on the screen right now. Ready? There it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is freaking awesome.
I think so.
Cash only.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Grab and go, man.
Who
He's going to
knows
take good care
what
of you.
else he'll be up to. Those two, Michelle LaBounty, his lady friend, is an absolute incredible girl, as well, and artist, and they're
What-
going to do great things.
what
Super
hap-
excited for them.
What happened at Times Square? There was someone who was running from the cops, and
Yes,
huge
and crashed
accident.
through the barricades, and I think there was 9 people injured in that crash, and before his arrest.
No fatalities, though.
Thankfully, no fatalities. Thank God for that.
God, man,
But yeah, asshole.
look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And really, I mean, this sounds disgusting to say, but it's true. We're lucky because they were really concerned that there were going to be big problems on New Year's this year, and across the entire United States, and so there was high alerts and warnings, and security was high, and
So I wondered about that, and I was chatting with a few people, and they were like, "Have you ever been?" And some of them were like, "Bucket list, have always wanted to, but never have." And most of the people that I chatted with were like, "Never would go."
yeah,
Just
my
never.
brother did with some friends of his. He went with Cannon Williams, Joey Pelkey, Rick. We went with a few people. A whole bunch of them went down.
It's like 1 million people in a square mile.
Yeah, and they had a blast.
So-
a blast.
If you got a valid question here, I'm sure they did have a blast, but valid question. Number one, are you allowed to bring alcohol in behind?
I don't know.
You know,
They
but-
rented a room, and I think they pretty much stayed in their room on the balcony.
The other question is, what if you got to go? It's 1 million people that are packed in like sardines in such a small area. If
Michael Booten says people use diapers when they go.
so, not joking.
No.
I'm,
I could not.
do you go in your pants? And what if you've
That would not be worth it for me.
I just don't. What is worth it to just? I mean, I'd rather sit home on my couch in my jammies with a glass of whatever, some Baileys or whatever, and just sit there and watch the ball drop that way, and listen to the horrifically bad commentary.
You are
and,
not allowed to bring alcohol in public there.
okay.
Rebecca says.
Then how does everyone get so hammered? Are they? It's just. Are
Well, they
just
probably go in the bars.
pre-gaming or what?
Well, they probably go into the bars. There's all kinds of bars and restaurants and everything. I mean, they're in New York City, for God's sakes.
And listen to Alice here. No alcohol, no backpacks before you go in. Once you're behind the barricade, you're there for the duration. Wow. It's just it's amazing. How is that enjoyable? I don't know. It's not, but whatever.
Well, for some people, you don't have to have alcohol to have fun.
Well, that's obviously.
Why can't you just go and,
Sure.
and the excitement of it all?
That's how
is
I would
your
be.
adrenaline.
That's how I'd be. But, I get pushed and shoved from some drunk asshole behind me, and then I wouldn't be enjoying myself.
Yeah.
I just, I don't know. Plus, it's like, is there a no-fly zone over that? And if so, it's like, how do you, not to be a weirdo or anything, but it's like, how do you, even if there is a no-fly zone over Times Square, it's like, how do you prevent, is if a plane is entering the no-fly zone, what is it going to, are there like F-16s zipping around that are going to just shoot it down out of the sky? I don't know. These are questions I have.
Michael says the cost to go down there is probably around the cost of a 60-inch TV. Buy the TV, sit close with headphones on,
Exactly.
and leave the door open. So it's cold. Then you can experience the same thing.
Exactly.
That's what Michael thinks you should do.
He's right. He's right.
Yeah.
Oh, my
But
God. Anyway.
I would never want to. I mean, I don't like to go out
just-
in big crowds like that anyways. And so nothing about that is appealing to me at all.
Yeah.
And whether you could be drinking or not. It just isn't anything appealing to me.
Yeah, I know. Welcome the first Vermonter born in 2024.
A little cutie he is.
Yeah, you posted that up. Wyatt Patrick Thomas Murray, University of Vermont, 2 a.m. Is when he was born.
Yeah.
Couldn't we get somebody sooner than 2 a.m.? Can we get right in there? Come on now. Let's go. Hurry it up. Let's go. 2 hours in? What are we waiting for?
Well, you can't rush those things.
Well,
Yeah. 2.3 magnitude.
Unbelievable.
Earthquake this morning.
Unbelievable.
Well, 12:51 this morning in Rockville, Maryland.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Imagine that.
I'm guessing
waking up to that.
Nobody's hurt.
No.
Okay.
No. That's pretty mild earthquake, I believe. 2.3. I mean, I'm sure it shook things up quite a bit, knocked some things off some walls, but I think that's pretty mild.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And it would not be mild for me. I mean, just getting shook out of bed nothing about that would be mild.
There's some I don't know, not to sound like a weirdo or anything, but there's some funk. I know.
We gave up on you not sounding like a weirdo
I
a
know.
long time ago.
But there's some funky shit going on, man. Like these huge waves in California, Yeah, I know. The Earth's plates are shifting.
Like funky shit, like Nostradamus?
I don't...
Funky shit?
I don't know, man. It's like there's just, I'm hearing more and more about this massive earthquake that's been brewing for 1 billion years under Yellowstone, and that when it goes, that it's going to take out the whole world. And I don't know, man. There's just some weird stuff that's going on in the world.
So that's why.
What do you think's going to happen in 2024?
Well,
we're going to have more of these freaking weather balloons flying overhead.
That's why you live every day like you're dying.
True.
It's just what you do. And
great Tim McGraw song, by the way.
Yeah, it is. And how true is it, though?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't dwell on that stuff. You can't let it get you. You can't let it eat it. Rent all that space in your head and in your heart. Just live your life.
I know.
And because you only get one crack at it. So
true. So true. You posted up some of the big stories in Vermont in 2023. And some of them, honestly, I had forgotten about. And when I reread them, I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad that one wasn't forgotten. It's so great. Mm-hmm. One of the stories that I love, and the photo is one of the best photos that I've seen, is the couple that climbed Camel's Hump in their wedding dresses and got married at the summit.
Yeah.
It's a great story. It is such a fantastic story. Mm-hmm. They did this back in September. And I remember when it happened, I was like, wow, I think that is just so cool.
Yeah.
But what was, Louise Guzman wins big for Vermont nonprofit. No disrespect, but I didn't think that was, just some massive story of 2023. I just didn't. I just think there were others that were.
I think the massive story of 2023 was right here at home.
Thank you.
And maybe right here at this table.
Thank
even
you.
When
you're damn straight.
Not necessarily in at the table, but from the kayak on July 10th.
Yeah.
And then the days following, and this amazing community, and how it rallied around each other and continues to rally around each other, being held up by people that you wouldn't even necessarily think of they would be there for me,
Right.
and they were.
Yeah. That's
Just
exactly right.
how absolutely, I learned a lot in July of 2023, and I learned, or it made me remember how proud and why I'm proud to live here.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think who could argue that? That's
I don't know.
that's the biggest story of 2023, hands down. And it was it was like you said, it was a horrible story, but it did something to our community that is permanent. It brought many of us together. It really did. Yeah, it's just I don't know what else can we say about that. 20. I mean, there are so many of us, Raylene, that are just not going to be missing 2023.
No.
I mean, there's plenty of us that have had a great year too. You know, we have to remember that. But I don't know about you, but I'm happy that.
And we have to be thankful for those people that had a great year, because those people that had a great year were the people that helped us get through the shit year.
Damn straight. Yes. And look what's happened to our audience. I mean, we've had so much support, so many new people, new faces, and new names that are tuning in, watching, listening.
Yeah.
You know, and we're just humbled by it. I mean, we're over 7,000 followers now. Who knows what's going to happen in 2024? I mean, are we going to hit 10,000? I don't know.
I think so.
My God.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have a couple more podcasts join on the network, and
Yeah.
you know, and
We've already got
who
the
knows?
4 Quarters podcast. I don't even know how long they've been doing it, but they're kicking ass.
Yes.
We have your podcast, It's No Secret, 12
Yes.
noon today, by the way, right here we are now.
Yeah.
That's kicking ass. Huge ass.
Shits and giggles.
Yeah.
We have Air It Out. We have Barry Beat.
Yeah. We have a partnership with Logan Luce doing sports.
Yes, and now we have a partnership with Connor and his dad, and that's going to do amazing things. Look out, world! Here they come.
That's right.
And teaming up with them and spreading their message is.
You're right. And
I'm looking forward to that.
I just want to say, you know, Barry Beat was the first podcast next to us. They were number 2 in line. And, I mean, I remember fondly when you and I were saying to Michael Booten, man, you should start a podcast. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, God, no. And look at how many.
And remember, so in the original plan was that they were going to record, and put it up later.
And how many times did they do that?
So they didn't. So that's where "Fuck It, Go Live" comes from.
That's right.
Is Michael Putin and Rich Morey, because that whole thing just wasn't working out.
Exactly.
And so just doing it, just saying, fuck it, go live.
And that's why you and I enjoy being live. Mm-hmm. Because people are like, listen, if it starts raining, you're going to know about it. If something happens, you're going to know about it.
Well, and it's a lot of work to not be live. It is.
I know.
I mean, yes, oops, you do things and say things that you cannot back up. Once it's there, and you're.
Well, my God, do we know that?
And we've spent 2023 stepping in it.
We have.
And it won't be the last. It definitely won't be the last time that we do, because that's just what we do. But and I love that about us, though.
Yeah.
I love that. No, when you say real, raw, relevant,
right,
relatable. You're not kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
When there's nothing about this that is pre-recorded.
No. And we've only, I think in the years that we've been doing this, we've only deleted one episode.
Only ever one episode. Yeah.
And there's a lot to be said about that one episode.
Yes, there is.
Oh my God! I mean, it'll go down in infamy, won't it? Though.
Yes,
I mean,
it
my
will.
God.
It will. But I mean, I don't know. I love it. That's
Yeah.
what I love most about it is that, and the only time that and you can't really call it recorded. We lost internet connection.
Yeah.
But when we lose internet, we just keep going.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then drop it after.
Right. Exactly.
Because the computer
Our
stores
software
it
is
all.
still
So we don't stop. We pretend like nothing's happening unless if we have a guest. If it's just JD and I, sometimes we'll say no. We'll stop. We'll start again. But that is so distracting to some people.
I love the fact. I mean, look at these new names that are popping up. We have Roger, who's at least from commenting, someone that's new.
a new commenter. Yeah.
Michaela she says keep sharing and inviting, listening at home, listen in the car, listen at work, cooking, dinner.
Yeah.
I hope to meet Michaela one of these days.
Zachary, Rebecca.
Zach's been on Aired Out. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
When I first started, but and who's Kristen Perry?
Yes.
Just it seems like one of the top listeners.
She is one of our top listeners for sure.
And new names coming in. I love it. Susan, Rebecca. I mean, it's just it's great, man.
And our oldies but goodies. I mean, when we,
Glenn Brummer.
who is, I believe, I don't give a crap what Facebook says. That man is our top dog.
First on, last off.
Yeah, every time. And
Glenn's going to be. We have to get him in the studio. It has to
Absolutely.
happen.
Yeah.
We're going to 2024. Glenn Brummert is going to get on the air with us, and we're all going to get arrested.
Oh yes, Rebecca. We helped her out with the child care situation a few months ago. We just brought that story to light about the place in East Montpelier that was
Yeah.
closing.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
talked about that.
Yeah.
And I hope that resolved in the respect that you were able to find some daycare and preschool. Yeah.
And and let's let's say this. I don't even know where to begin, but without our sponsors, I really would tend to question everything. We might very potentially be dead in the water without them, because there's
no doubt. There's no doubt.
They're the ones that have kept us going. I mean, they're just amazing. We are so blessed to have
Yes, we are.
the sponsors that we have that are continuing to support us, and they understand what we do, why we do it. I'm just so humbled by it. I really am, Raylene. Who would have freaking thought that this would
we have Vectos, we have Prestons, we have Salvador and Babic, we have Bulldog, we have the Den, we have the Pub, we have Barcelo Construction, Donnybrook Fight Promotions, Granite City MMA, Jason Gauthier. Who else do we have? Yipes in Barrie. We have like the list
Preston's
is long now.
Washington County Mental Health,
Washington County Mental Health,
Chamber of Commerce, Nelson's Ace Hardware. I mean, just Optical Expression, Salvador and Babic, William Ravies. I'm so unbelievably humbled. I don't know what to say other than,
thanks for sticking with us. I'm sure
Absolutely.
that sometimes it's not easy for them because we can be controversial
Yeah.
sometimes.
Right.
And
absolutely.
But thankfully our sponsors love us and know us enough to know that we do anything and everything we can to stay local strong.
Right.
And they know that about us.
They know that.
And so even they were able to and willing to weather the storm with us.
Yes.
And super grateful for that.
And frankly, they know that we're human beings and we're not perfect.
Right. Everybody errs.
We get a little emotional at times, and that's we're live, and we take great pride in the fact that we're live. We bring information as it's happening.
Yeah.
We talk about as much current stuff. I mean, we don't talk about everything that's happening in Vermont, because some of it is, frankly, kind of, if it's boring, then we're not going to be talking about it.
Right.
I mean, that's just the way it is. But we talk about the big things,
Yeah.
and
We talk about the little things. I pick on JD terribly.
I make shit up about you.
Sometimes I'm a little bit abusive, I'm told. Can you believe that? Do you feel abused?
What?
Do you feel abused?
Who said that?
Well, there are some people that think I'm a little too mean to you sometimes.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Please.
No. And I'm, you know what I say? Wah. He can take it.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm a short, fat, white guy with a hairy belly and a white ass that hasn't seen the sun in a long time.
Well, thank God for that.
I'm overweight. I mean, what else? I'm short. What else do you want to say? I got big nostrils. I mean, keep going. I don't give a shit. It is what it is, Raylene.
I think we have a great time.
We do. We have fun.
And yeah. And I mean, you pick on me too, but I definitely pick on you more. But it's so easy. It's just, I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
right.
Like, I don't know. You have this target on that big belly
Well,
you talk
that's
about or
true.
something,
It's true.
I just can't help myself.
Listen, I love my community. I love my family. I love my daughter more than life itself. You'll see me get worked up about that. What do I hate? I don't really hate much. I mean, I hate bullies.
And you hate pedophiles.
I hate pedophiles. And I'm not really a big fan of people who are not patriotic and don't respect our country or veterans.
I'm definitely not a fan of them.
I mean, I love little kids. I'll never forget that little kid that came into the studio when we were on North Main Street.
And I'm pretty sure I hate the mayor of Berry City.
Well, hate's a strong word. We're going forward now in 2024.
Well, we're talking about things we hate.
Well, just saying.
Like, he hates me just as much.
But seriously, who was that little boy that came into the studio with that Nerf gun? And we had a violent Nerf gun fight.
That wasn't violent.
How old was he? What was he? 5 years old? I think he was 5.
That's Megan and James' little boy.
Oh my God.
So,
it was amazing.
how old is he? Let me see.
I just had so
How
much.
old is Wyatt? I think he was like 5, maybe.
I think he was 5.
I think he was 5
Yeah.
when Wyatt did that with you.
Oh my God.
But that was one of my most favorite things. The time wasn't, I mean, the fact that his daddy was needing a kidney transplant and going through
Right.
all of this stuff. And then he
That's
had the
right.
kidney transplant, which was absolutely amazing. But then he had some troubles. And
Yeah.
there was that's how, you got to meet the family.
Yeah.
I've known them for forever. And Wyatt is just a little
Yeah.
sweetheart.
And he came into the studio and had like a rapid fire barrel action Nerf gun, and it was just I got locked and loaded, and the two of us were just we just
Well,
put
he brought you
Yeah.
a Nerf gun too, your
Yeah.
very own Nerf gun.
Right.
You had one, I had one, he had one.
battery powered,
And it was an all-out war, and those suckers hurt.
wicked. You know how many times he hit me in the ass?
Oh
One
my
time,
gosh!
almost
and
got me in the eye.
The giggles. That was the best day ever.
Yeah.
And Becky Wibble, also a favorite fan.
Yes.
She says, and don't forget Mariah Carey.
Okay, I didn't say. See, she's starting something. I didn't say Mariah Carey this morning. She did. Now, see, this is she's going to derail this freaking show right now and get me upset. Why are we poking fun at me about Mariah Carey? We don't have
Because it's fun.
We're 2 whole days into 2024. Do we have to say Mariah Carey anymore?
No, you don't have to hear her again until Thanksgiving.
Wow. And another thing is, will we post up something about Trump? Yes.
Of course.
Do we hang out and talk about politics an awful lot? No. Do we occasionally? Yes. Is this a political podcast?
No.
No.
Will we touch on it? Yes.
Will we talk about local politics every now and then a little bit? Yes. If it involves our community and what's going on locally, yeah, we're going to talk about it. We'll brush on it, but we don't dive deep into politics here, especially local politics. We save that for the Barry Beat podcast. That's what it's there for.
Yes.
But, we'll talk about Trump.
But every once in a while, it slips out of my mouth and I say something crazy.
We've said Biden's an asshole. Trump's an asshole.
Yeah.
All of Washington is an asshole. I mean, we've we just I don't know,
Right.
man. We
Right.
just and we say, how often do we say it's in our disclaimer every morning? If you're going to take us too seriously, this is not
But
the podcast
this stuff
for
is
you.
news, though. It's in the news. It's what's being talked about. It's stuff that's going on
Right.
in
Exactly.
our world where we live, and that's what we do. We're talking about it, and
Right.
so, I don't know.
Yeah.
You can't please everyone, but what I do know is that hopefully the 7,100 people,
Right.
or that are tuning in
Right.
to watch us, love it.
And listen, again, we love our community. We welcome everybody of all races and ethnicities and sexual orientation. And I have said, and
Political views,
political
whatever, we don't
views,
care.
I have maintained, and I still will say, listen, I'm saying this on camera live right now.
Here's a mic if you dare to use it.
Hold me to it. But if it's good for our community, if it's good for the people that live in our community and outlying communities in central Vermont, and frankly, even further, if it's good for humans, if it's good for humanity, it's good for us.
And
I don't
good
care.
for could just mean a chuckle, a good chuckle,
That's true.
or
Right.
good for the community could mean that we made you think about something.
Sure. I mean, listen, I'm not at the farmer's market every Saturday morning in Montpelier.
Right. We're not
It's-
talking kumbayas and
it's-
sitting in circles here. We're talking about different ways that it is good for you.
Some things are that may not be great for me, might be great for others. I
Yeah.
think that I'm going to push that. I'm going to promote it.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it. We're going to say, hey, this is coming up this weekend. I can't imagine going to it, but maybe you would. Maybe you would love it. I mean, there was a bunch of people that were, a bunch of freaks that were jumping in Lake Champlain on New Year's
Can
Eve.
you even imagine? Oh, that takes some serious balls. I'm telling
I
you
don't-
right now, there is no way. Well, they didn't have any when they got out. That's all I got to say about that.
Listen,
Holy
I
crap.
mean, if you're protesting something, or you got something to say, or you want to do this, or you want to ride your bicycle naked, which I'm going to do, by the way. I'm doing that.
Oh, come on.
Raylene, I'm doing it. Please, will someone let me know? Give me a heads up when that's going to happen. I think it's in May.
Oh, for the love of all
the
things.
naked bike ride. I'm doing it. I'm going to live stream. But here's
You
the thing.
are not.
Of course I am. I'm not going to do that without a camera.
Oh, my God.
But listen, if
You're
folks,
going to GoPro it?
I'm going to.
You are no pro.
If you enjoy doing something, good for you. If that's who you are, that's wonderful. It may not be who I am, but we love you. and we support you, and we're going to promote.
Well, thank God you got to shed over your tool. That's
And
all I got to
I'm
say.
saying.
Ugh.
However, I say this. You probably say the same thing. If you are a shitbag and you're doing things to hurt others, and I don't care who those others are, anyone, if your MO is to wake up and begin your day by harming others or doing a disservice to someone or to some group of people, you're an asshole. And we're going to call you out on it.
I don't know. I think you being in the naked bike ride, we could consider a
disservice?
disservice.
There's got to be somebody that will go. Maybe Michael
that's
Booten.
dying to see you.
Would Michael Booten ride with me that day? Come on.
No.
You're not going to see anything, Raylene. I got
I know.
too big of a gut. It's not happening.
Right. You
Look at Kristen.
you've worked hard.
What is
building
this?
that shed.
What is this about the Epstein associate that's going to be released?
Glenn says he might
Great. Glenn,
ride with you.
do it. That's great. What is this about this Epstein thing? Do we know about this?
We'll look into it.
This
Read it.
Name of disgraced financer Jeffrey Epstein's associates to be unsealed.
Right. They're going to list. So I believe what they intend to do is unseal the record so that people know who he had dealings with.
And former President Bill Clinton is mentioned.
No. Are you kidding me?
Hang on. Did I say Bill Clinton? Stop it.
He wouldn't ever be involved in anything like that.
At least his name is mentioned in at least 50 filings. 50.
Never, ever.
Well, I got to tell you,
He didn't even
Raylene,
have sex with Monica.
I did not have sex with that woman.
No.
Devil with a blue dress. Anyway,
Good
there's
Lord.
Paula Abdul sues American Idol producer alleging sexual assault. Oh, there's another shocker. I don't know. There's some headlines that are going on. They're all on Aired Out.
Yeah. Of course they
They're
are.
all right there. I got to tell you, this. Tell me about this Maddox kid because I'm freaking out here.
So that is my
God.
cousin, Maddox Bashaw,
play
who
it?
I am, absolutely, who I am incredibly proud of. He gets better and better every year. He's been doing this for a long time. Mad passion. And I mean, he just loves it. And share it.
Where's
Like,
he? Where's
everybody, he's just sitting in my uncle's living room.
where?
Right here in Williamstown.
Are
And
they
he's
going to be
just-
pissed if I share this?
No, they're not going to be pissed that you shared it. I shared it on the page already. He's got like 2,000 views so far. And I want people to share it. And I believe in him.
How old
I think
is he?
we have a lot of artists out there that they don't sound like that raw. This is raw. He's got a karaoke thingy, Bob, hooked to the TV.
How
and
old is
what
this
he's
kid?
doing. He's in his early 20s. I mean, maybe not even 21 yet. I don't even think he's that old. Isn't that terrible? I don't know his exact age.
All right.
But he's not very old, and
right, here we
he's
go.
damn good.
Let's listen.
It's a little piece of heaven when we lay down at night. She keeps on loving me, and I keep on wondering why. She's got a wicked smile, angel eyes. Every guy wants to hold her close. She's as pretty as sin, like the sun sinking down on the California coast. She keeps on loving me, loves me the way I am. And she's not just along for the ride, she's my biggest his family. And it's a little piece of heaven when we lay down at night. She keeps on loving me, and I keep on wondering why.
My God, Raylene.
I
Holy.
love him. I'm so proud of him.
Would he come in here and sing?
I mean, I hope so. I would love to have him do that. I know that he's I mean, no, he did not write that. It's a cover.
I wrote it.
So, and I actually, I looked up the song. I had never heard it before, and I listened to the real song, and I liked his version better.
Oh, yeah.
I loved
yeah.
Maddox better. I like how the gruffness of
What's
how
his
he did
last
it.
name?
Bashaw. That's Maddox Bashaw.
And he lives in Northfield.
Yeah.
The kid's amazing.
Amazing kid. 21 years old. That's how old he is.
Can we get him in the new studio?
I would love to have him in the new studio.
All right. My God. I mean,
Super amazing. And that's raw. That's not like that. Like I said, I know a lot of artists, you hear them live and you're like, ew,
Right. Yeah.
you know, without all the bells and whistles
Sure,
behind them,
sure.
they're really, they sound like garbage.
Yeah.
And I think he sounds amazing.
Yeah,
And
without-
maybe I'm partial because he's my cousin, but
yeah. Northfield.
yeah,
Unbelievable.
love him.
We got to get him in the new studio. And can we just throw a little bit of love at Jen Lawrence?
Absolutely.
The owner of our building where our studio was on North Main Street in Barrie. There's more cleanup that needs to be done, and we're going to be. We got to talk. I'm going to be talking with her today, but we're going to be maybe rallying a little bit to see if we can get some help.
Yeah.
To get things buttoned up over there sooner than later. I mean, originally I think a couple of months ago we were like, oh, January 1st we're going to launch the.
There's a lot to do.
And that last flood hit us, and it hit that building, and I mean, Kyle Green over there, just the freaking hero, just pumping the water out as fast as it was coming in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that still needs to be done.
A lot of cleaning too.
Yeah.
I mean, the dust and dirt
Right.
and grime, and so
We're
lot
gonna
of
be in there
cleaning and
soon.
organizing, and yeah,
Hopefully, we'll be in there in January.
and a lot of hoops to jump through.
Right.
The more I talk to her, the more I learn of, you got
Mm-hmm.
this permit and that permit and this inspection and that inspection. And
Well-
you got to make sure that this paper is turned in and that paper is turned in. This has not
State of
been
Vermont.
this has not been a walk in the park for her at all. And she has not ever stepped back and said, nope, I'm not dealing with this.
I know.
Find another place,
and
whatever.
could have.
And could have, and she just has forged on and done it by herself.
Yeah.
And I'm in awe.
I just at some point I'm going to be over there, and I hope Jen's listening this morning. I'll be over there getting the. I might need some help on doing this. Getting the disco ball mounted to the ceiling for
The grand opening.
the grand opening.
She had to. Actually, they made her take that ball,
the ball
out of the
thing.
entranceway.
Yeah.
That wasn't a disco ball, but it was like a security ball,
Sure.
so that you could see behind you.
Right.
And they had her take that down because it was blocking the exit sign.
I'm so excited for the new business, and to think that we're going to have roller skating on a Friday night. I mean, it's just
Yeah. Imagine.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's not imagine, it's reality. It's what's coming.
Okay. Yeah.
I cannot wait to get my roller skates on. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Boy.
Raylene, thank you for this morning. I'm glad you feel better. Thanks.
you.
Thanks to all of our
Tune in at
friends. Yeah, 12 noon today. Dr. Rick Barnett is going to be.
Yeah. Joining me on It's No Secret right here on Air It Out.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, this is one today at noon that is going to open your eyes. Just trust me on this. And, I hope that folks are not only tune in, but I hope they comment. I hope they like it. I hope they share it. And I hope they share it, frankly, to someone in the Vermont legislature at 12
And all
noon
over.
today.
I mean, this is a message that we really need to be sending
Yeah.
and spreading.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Happy New Year to you. We're going to have a great year ahead of us. We got some things up our sleeve that we will gradually be pulling out here in the next couple of weeks, and we hope to be back on North Main Street soon. Be well. God bless. Take good care. We'll catch you soon.